I'm in Stockport outside the Pyramid. I'm going to cycle to every EFL ground in Greater Manchester.
I'm including Premier League grounds in this. Now, I know, strictly speaking, these clubs aren't English Football League clubs, but they do play in the League Cup. For those familiar with football, I'll set you a challenge. Can you name all the English Football League and Premier League teams in Greater Manchester and their grounds? I cycled from the Mersey up into Edgeley to get to my first ground of the day.
7 kilometres in and I've made it to my first ground. This is Edgeley Park, the home of Stockport County. 2 degrees today, so this is going to be a cold ride. Got gloves on and my neck warmer.
Stockport County play in League One have plans to develop Edgeley Park and turn it into an 18,000-seater stadium. From Edgeley, I cycled north across Stockport towards Manchester. I cycled north through the Heatons and then through Gorton before getting to the Eastlands.
18 kilometres in, I'm at the Etihad, the home of Manchester City. The City are looking to expand the stadium to 62,000 with an expansion of the stands. I think there's going to be a fan zone underneath here as well, and then behind here there's new apartments being built.
Here's a view of the North Stand expansion. From the Etihad, I cycled past the Cobb Live, which is a new indoor 23,000-seater arena. From here, I started heading in a northwest direction. The pink sign is a good clue to where I'm heading. I cycled up through Broughton to get to my third ground of the day.
25 kilometres in, I'm at the Peninsula Stadium. This is the home of Salford City. Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah.
Cheers. The steward was kind, he let me come down to pitch level.
Peninsula Stadium has a capacity of 5,100 and the club is owned by the likes of Gary Neville and David Beckham. I had a good chat with the steward, he was nice and friendly. He sold me on the club. I'm going to have to go watch a Salford City game now. Another sign which is a clue for the fourth stadium I'm heading for. I had to do a little diversion before I went to the fourth stadium. I did a detour up Winter Hill. I had a puncture I had to fix in Kersley before seeing some new cycle lanes being built in Farnworth. I had to cycle across Bolton to get to Winter Hill. I'm overtaking a lot of traffic here. This is the start of Winter Hill. It's a closed road. It's a 6.6% climb. It was a cold climb and descent. My hands on the way down were freezing.
52 kilometres in and I made it to the top of Winter Hill.
From Winter Hill I cycled down to Horwich.
59 kilometres in, I'm at the Tough Sheet Community Stadium, the home of Bolton Wanderers.
Here's a better view of the 29,000-seater stadium. After seeing Bolton's ground, I started heading in a southwest direction. The fifth ground on my list will be found in Wigan.
70 kilometres in, I'm at the Brick Community Stadium. This is where Wigan Athletic play.
That's the former owner, Dave Whelan, holding the FA Cup, which they won in 2013.
79 kilometres in, stop for some food. 91 kilometres in, I'm cycling on the Tildesley Loop line, heading back towards Manchester.
102 kilometres, I made it to the sixth and final EFL Premier League ground in Greater Manchester. At Old Trafford, the home of Manchester United, there are now plans to knock the stadium down and build a new 100,000-seater stadium next door. Well done if you guessed all the teams in Greater Manchester.
Made it home, that was 109 kilometres in total.